All right, it's Friday, Friday. It's not Friday, it's Wednesday. I'm wishing it was Friday. Wednesday, July 27th, if it were only the 29th, which would be Friday. Because the next day I'd be going to the Big Bix Weir Roadshow event in St. Louis. Bitcoin Ben's gonna be there, he's confirmed. Mitch is gonna be there, Magic Mitch. Mitchy's Motivational Monday is gonna be there. I'll be there, be smoking some cigars. Oh, I'll put the glasses up here. Got the tank top on. This tank top I've had for, oh man, look at it, got holes in it. You can see right through it. It's like lingerie. Speaking of which, the Victoria's Secret, you got to see that that whole thing on Netflix. The I don't even know what it's called, but I watched it. It was like a 3-part documentary, I think, maybe a 4-part, and it was about the Victoria's Secret with the whole thing. And you know, it's a good illustration in how things are completely just an illusion. And all they do is convince us that, you know, this is the way the world is, and they put these models up and, you know, to sell friggin' lingerie. And they just showcase the women, you know, who you can't even be women like that. You know, you gotta starve yourself and work out and, you know, whatever. And then it turns out that this guy, the freaking CEO, the head of the company's buddies with Jeffrey Epstein and gave him power of attorney, so he's using all this money. And I mean, Les Wexner, that's the guy's name. And I'm just like, what the frick? What kind of, I mean, this thing runs deep. I mean, it really does. So when you start looking into this stuff, it's crazy. Anyway, off topic already. But I was back to this shirt. It was, I gotta backtrack now. Started with one thing, now I gotta unwind it all. The shirt, I got at Old Navy, and it was, man, it had to be 15 years ago. Bought 2 of them, they were 97 cents, and all I do is wear the heck out of it. And the other one got trashed and ripped up, but this one here, so one day I'll go full Hulkamania and say, what you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Say your prayers and eat your vitamins. So it's kind of a Hulkamania shirt, you know, now I can rip it off, you know, like nothing. But no, I love it. It's very comfortable, and it's very form-fitting. It's 97 cents, you know, I can't beat that. It's got its, I like things that are undervalued, that definitely last. This thing's been running in this thing longer than Litecoin's been running, longer than Bitcoin even. This shirt right here, proof of shirt, proof of work. So, to go back to, man, it's Wednesday, should be Friday, because on Saturday, the 30th, I'll be in St. Louis at the Road to ROOTA Roadshow, the Bix Weir event. Good times. Check that out. Bitcoin Ben on his channel today had Bix Weir on, and they were talking about it and kind of talking about the state of affairs today in the world. Today, the Fed, the Federal Reserve, raised rates again, 0.75%. So basically what that means is if you've got a credit card, you're gonna be paying more money every month. For what? You're just paying the banks more. It is what it is. Deal with it. It's because of inflation. It's because you're paying too much in gasoline and for food and housing and clothing and all these things right now that we have to make it even more difficult to buy those things. So we're going to raise rates to stop the prices from going up, even though it's already created and the monster's out there, and it's not going to solve the problem. It's just going to inflict more pain on people as they try to survive. It is what it is. You know, it's a flawed system. So they raised rates again. And here's what's going to happen. I've said this before, I'm going to beat the dead horse, but they'll raise rates and they're saying, we need to fight inflation. We need to stop this inflation because, you know, the people can't afford it. It's just too devastating for them. And so they're going to raise rates and say that that's fighting inflation, which it's not. It's too late. And this cigar fell apart on me. The wrapper's off of it, so I don't know what's going on with it. Same one I had yesterday, the CAO Brasilia. And this yesterday was great, and this fell apart. So same humidor, I don't know, whatever. Still a decent cigar. Come to the meetup and we'll smoke a cigar together. I'll bring some cigars. So it was, you know, the fact that they raised rates like that, it just makes things more difficult for you. But I'm completely off topic. I don't even know where I'm going with this stuff. But I'm just out here talking, you know, that's just how it is. And then the phone rings. No, see, you gotta mute your stuff. Make sure that you don't get interrupted when you're trying to make a video. Like yesterday when I was getting dive bombed by the crop duster and right over the house, low craziness. Major distractions going on. But realize that it's not going to benefit you. So what the Fed's going to do, that's what I was talking about. What the Fed's going to do is act like they're fighting inflation. They're going to raise the rates, and because it gives the semblance that they care, and they're going to do something about it. Well, what's going to happen is we're going to have a problem. We're going to have an event. We're going to have some snap in the economy. It's probably going to happen in September, October. That's what they always do. And then they're going to panic, and everybody's going to scream and say, oh my gosh, we got a liquidity freeze up. The banks aren't functioning. What are we going to do? And so they'll come in and just flood the system with money. They'll probably do that since, you've got one party in control. They'll look like heroes and try and save the economy, save America, and flood it with money and all these things. And 99% of the money is going to go to the same old players, and then a little bit might trickle down to you. You might get another stimulus check or something. Better buy something good with it. I mean, the people that got the original stimulus checks, like $1,200, I mean, there are stories of people just went out and bought theta in the pennies, and then the thing ramped up, and I mean, it changed their lives. So because they bought crypto, the cryptocurrency markets today kind of popped a little bit. They went up, and I think it's just because the uncertainty, that's really what it is. These markets, when they have uncertainty, they just tend to get scared, not move, or whether it's the stock markets, whether it's crypto markets, it's markets like certainty, or at least knowing what's going to happen. And since the Fed did what they did, the markets popped up, even though it's supposedly going to stop inflation. Money went into the market. So there's cash on the sidelines, and that's it. The money's already been created. It's somewhere. It can be deployed anywhere they want to deploy it. It's just a matter of deciding where they want to deploy it and at the right time. So don't think that we're not headed for hyperinflation, because that's kind of the end game here. But anyway, it's just going to cost you more money to go buy a car now, because you're going to pay more interest on the loan. It's going to cost you more money to go buy a house. It's going to cost you more interest on that mortgage. It's going to cost you more money if you're running credit card debt. Every month, you got interest to pay. Now you got to pay more. And the banks benefit. They're going to get more money out of you. They're going to squeeze more money out of you. It's that vampire system. That's all they want to do, is squeeze energy out of you, because you're the only producer. They don't produce anything. It's just the people who produce. And it's these overlords that just want to siphon it off and give it, to themselves and take as much as they can. They're greedy, and they need to get more and more and more. And the reason why they want to do that is because they don't want you to be empowered, because if you are, you're going to figure out that they don't do anything for that money, and they're just robbing you, and you're going to say, what do I need you for? But if we can just keep them, treading water a little bit and, turned every which way and fighting against each other, then I guess they'll never rally themselves and come together and fight us, come to the castle and with torches and pitchforks and stakes that you drive through the heart, vampire thing. Silver bullets, silver, another good thing to, it's whacked way down right now, $18.50 or so silver. But the problem is, you can't get it for that price an ounce. So it's really not a free market. It's not an honest, transparent market. So if you want to take possession of physical silver, it's going to cost you more than $18.50. It's going to cost you more like $25 just for regular old silver. Not silver eagles or maple leafs or anything like that. The one what I found is kind of the best deal is the Austrian Philharmonic, and that seems to have the lowest premium on it if you're looking to buy, a government issued silver coin. That one seems to be kind of the best buy out there, and so is what it is. Crypto, I was talking about that a little bit. Ethereum Classic, I don't know, there's something about that. Ethereum, what you see right now, Ethereum is Ethereum is $1,500–$1,600 for one coin, whatever it is. Ethereum Classic pumped up, it was like 20. I mean, it's doubled in the past couple of weeks, up to like over 30 bucks right now. And the thing is, it can do the same thing Ethereum does. What happened way back was there was one Ethereum blockchain, and then something happened, it got hacked, and a bunch of coins got stolen, so they rolled the blockchain back. Well, that's really not, it's kind of against the idea of the blockchain being immutable. So, part of the people said, nope, we're just going to continue with the chain, and you know what, you lose, it got hacked, and people stole coins, and too bad, we're going to keep on mining, and that became Ethereum Classic. It did not change. Well, Ethereum rolled it back, and then continued. So the purest Ethereum is really Ethereum Classic. Ethereum is more of a, kind of centralized in a sense, from that standpoint. But, people made the decision and did it, but that's when you had, somebody gave their energy to the old chain. And so I think there's some things that can be done with that. And it's seen a lot of action today, and it's gone up quite a bit. And there's a finite supply of those. So that's an interesting coin to look at. I wouldn't be buying it on the pumps. It's always not a good idea. Wait for a pullback if you really believe in the fundamentals. Litecoin, moved up a little bit today, $58, $59. Bitcoin moved up. All of them kind of moved up today on the Fed news. But it's more than that. That just happens to be the thing the catalyst that, a lot of these things are kind of engineered, I think. But at the end, I'm going to let it go out. At the end of this, I think you want to be holding those coins that you can hold in your possession in your own wallet and have custody of those coins, of the keys to those coins. Because, let's talk about this a little bit, because I had a question. I think it was Conrad was his name. He reached out to me on Twitter and said, how do I download a wallet? Because I said on my Twitter video yesterday, I said that you come to this meetup in St. Louis. you come to this meetup in St. Louis this Saturday. If you download a wallet and you don't have any cryptocurrency, download a wallet, preferably before you get there. We can do it when you're there. But what we should do is just have a big group. It's like, all right, everybody download a wallet. And I'm going to go through it. I'm going to give everybody Litecoin, because that's what I said. I'm going to give everybody some Litecoin. So you know what it's like to hold it in your own possession. You know what crypto's all about and why I'm in crypto, because I want control of my money. So, Conrad asked me about, well, how do I download a wallet, Clint? And I said, it's kind of hard to go into on Twitter, and so I'm going to go into it now a little bit. What you do is you go out and you download a wallet. I've got some linked off my website, clintwestwood.net, things I use. And the Coinomi wallet, Coinomi, some people call it. The Exodus wallet, that's another good wallet. The Atomic wallet, a lot of people like that. You can stake some coins on that. You can download these wallets, and when you download them, you are given a series of words that you write down. And you write those down in order. And actually, my daughter and I did that today, or my 8-year-old daughter. I've got this little cube seed phrase generator, and so EliPal sells it. And so you can pick 12, 15, up to 21 words, or 24 words. And so we picked 12 words. She wrote them down on a little card, like I'll give everybody on Saturday if you want to download a wallet. And you write them down in order. And so she opened up her own wallet on her iPad. And so I sent her a little Litecoin, a little bit of Digibyte, and she can see what it is. And so she's like, oh, okay, so this is money. I said, yes, it is. I can spend this? Yeah, you can spend it if you want. I said, right now you should save it, though. And she's like, okay. And so she's watching it, and she understands it. An 8-year-old can write this down, write down the seed phrase, and create a wallet on her own iPad. So you guys can do it. And so you download it, and we downloaded Coinomi, but you can do it with any wallet. And so if you save it, oh man, see, Jim loves to watch me puff on cigars, in the videos, because that's all I seem to do. I can't talk, I got to puff on the cigar because I'm putting it out, because I talk too much, I guess. So that's kind of oxymoronic. So you download it, you write down the seed phrase, and then you've got this wallet on your phone. Anybody can send you cryptocurrency on that phone at that point. And it's yours. Do what you want. You can lose that phone, lose that iPad, doesn't matter. If you've got those seed words, those words that you wrote down, you can always restore that on another device. And so that's really the key to everything. You see, the blockchain holds all your coins for you. And that's the beauty of it. It's secured by all these thousands of computers that are running. So until that last computer stops running, it's safe. And as long as you have access to it and can access the blockchain, your coins are safe on there. And so that seed phrase, those words that you write down, that's the private key that you use to unlock those coins on that blockchain. So these wallets really don't hold the coins, they hold your private key. And so it just allows you to access the blockchain and move those coins around on the blockchain, because it's a big virtual bank that's decentralized is really what it is. And it's not controlled by a bank. It's not controlled by a government, though. It's controlled by a bunch of computers. People decide to participate and run the code. So it's very us. That's what I love about it. And so when you have this wallet on your phone, you have those words that, enable that wallet to move those coins around. You lose it and you restore it on another device. So that's kind of it. Sorry, Conrad, kind of rambling a little bit. If you come to the meetup, I might have like a little breakout session. Little breakout session. Got the sniffles today. The allergies are getting to me. The cigar probably doesn't help with a little cough, but the it would be pretty cool if we had 10, 20 people that all wanted to download wallets, and you get your wallet downloaded, and then you can just stand there and be ready, and I'll just go by and bing, 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 bing. I'll be like the Jesse James of Litecoin. I'll be sending you Litecoin, bing, 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 something like that. So it'll be fun, and I'll send you some Litecoin. But that's basically what you need to do. Download that wallet, and the most important thing is write down those seed words. Do not put them digitally, like take a snapshot of it or put it anywhere digitally. You don't want anybody to be able to hack and have access to that and lose that. Upload those to the cloud, not good. You want to hold them in your possession. You can write it down on 5 different pieces of paper and put them in different locations, that only you know about, or you share with people you trust. And it's that way you can always restore it if you need to. So that's pretty much it. It's not a hard thing. I spent more time on it, talking about it, than it really is as far as difficulty. So download one of those wallets, write down your seed phrase, come to the meetup, and send you some Litecoin when the banks are closed, because it's going to be in the evening on a Saturday and the banks aren't open, but you can still transact value. You can still send Litecoin back and forth. Definitely my favorite coin. That's what I always talk about. I like it because of the scarcity factor. Only 84 million. Just not a lot to go around. When you look at the big scheme of things and how many people there are in the world and how many people there are in the US. So come to this meetup. It'll be a good time. I want to talk about the other meetup too. Litecoin Lisa next week. In fact, tonight, I think she is in Kansas City with Bix doing the road show. And they're going to be doing that tonight, and then he's going to be heading to St. Louis for Saturday. But on the 5th of August, Bix is going to be in Oklahoma City doing the road show, the last show. And then that following day on Saturday, Litecoin Lisa has her Team Mighty charity event, her annual event. And that's going to be a big deal. Blind Dave has talked to someone in the Digibite community that's going to give away some NFTs that are worth thousands of dollars. And so that's pretty awesome. This is all for charity. You can win some big prizes. It's going to be a silent auction. It's going to be a Westwood hat there signed, a bucket hat, I signed it. And so that's kind of neat. It's all to raise money for her charity, her Team Mighty charity. So that's August 6th. If you want tickets to that, go to litecoinlisa.net. And you can click through and buy a ticket. It's $125. It all goes to charity, includes your dinner, hang out. Johnny Litecoin's going to be there as the MC. There's, I think Paulie P is going to be there. Public Awakening is going to be there. Jenny Moonstone's going to be there. Bix Weir's going to be there, and the Road to ROOTA crew. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be pretty cool. So get there if you can, August 6th. Go to litecoinlisa.net. And then there are some VIP things for after the event that you can buy and participate in that. That's really limited though. But for $125, you can have a good time. Spend the whole week in there. So you can go to the Road to ROOTA road show the night before. That's $25 for a ticket. That's what they all are. And you can go to Bix's site, roadtoroota.com for that. And then go to litecoinlisa.net to get tickets for the Team Mighty event on August 6th. All right, there we go. Any other things I want to talk about as far as that goes? But those are 2 big events. I mean, these are good people I've met in cryptocurrency. I never would have met any of these people if it were not for social media platforms, Twitter, YouTube, but specifically cryptocurrency. And Gary, I'm going to see you. Gary M., you're going to be at both of those events. You confirmed today, and I'll see you in St. Louis here in a few days, brother. So it's just, you meet a lot of people that you never would have met before. And it's all because of crypto. I never would have met these people, never would have traveled. I'm just not one who likes to travel. I do it, sometimes reluctantly. But once I get there, it's so worth it. So worth it. All the relationships, all the people I meet. It's just reinvigorating. It energizes the soul. So it's an important thing to do, I think. to get to one of these events. You know, for 25 bucks, it's definitely worth it. You know, the road to ROOTA. And if you can afford it, you know, go to the Team Mighty event on August 6th. I know there's a Litecoin summit coming up in October, the 21st and 2nd, I think. It's on a Friday and a Saturday, I believe, in October. That's another great event to go to. A little more pricey for that, but you see a lot of speakers, and you know, I've been to other conventions. It's really a good convention to go to if you're going to go to one. A lot of information, a lot of worthwhile things going on there, and it's very well attended. You meet a lot of good people. Litecoin community has a lot of good people, very helpful people who just want sound money. That's just why I'm in it. I want sound money. I want to protect my wealth. I want to protect my energy. You know, when the Fed raises rates, you know, I want something I can hold that they can't touch. You know, they're not messing with. Yeah, it's just, I don't want any part of that dollar system. They've robbed me the best years of my life working. And that money, I was paid in unsound money, and it went into the rising cost of things, and it gets eaten up. I mean, it's just not, it's a system that's just on its death throes. Speaking of death throes, I mean, I hear, you know, the vice president, Obama's vice president, the pretender in chief now, he's better now and tested negative for the big C, but made a statement today that, well, you saw that my predecessor, you know, he got the, can't say certain things, he got the disease, and you know, they had to fly him to Walter Reed. No, you know, he was deathly ill, and me, I was, you know, 5 days upstairs in the White House. I was fine, and that's just because I had the prick. You know, I took the pricks. And this whole thing of this idea that you take the V, you know, you take the prick, and the idea is that you're not going to get the disease. You know, that's why you take these things, right? And yet you get it. But well, it's not going to be as severe though now that I've been fully boosted and all this, so it's not as bad as it would have been. Well, you can't prove that. You know, that's just made up. You know, it's like it's like you take birth control pills. Okay, the reason why you take them is because you don't want to get pregnant. Then you get pregnant, and then they say, well, you know, you would have had twins, you know, if you hadn't taken it. Or you would have had triplets. It wouldn't have been as bad, you know. It's not as bad now, you know. It would have been worse. You would have had quadruplets, you know, if you didn't take this pill. And it's like, no, the whole reason I'm taking it is because I don't want to be in this situation. You know, so here you go. You get pricked and boosted, and then you still get it, and then you get it again. That's like kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? And then, you know, the side effects that go with it. There's side effects with anything, you know. So why would I want to suffer the side effects of it when it doesn't even prevent the thing that it's supposed to prevent? It's just absurd. We're living in a clown world. It just doesn't make any sense. It's all you got to do is a little critical thinking, just observation, think for yourself. Quit watching the propaganda that's on the idiot box, because that is all propaganda. It's Project Mockingbird stuff, and they all parrot the same thing. And it's just not. It's not for you. It's not for your benefit. And if you go look at this whole photo shoot with Vogue magazine and the president and first lady of Ukraine, you're in this middle of this big war, and then you've got them doing photo shoots and wearing, you know, military camouflage, and I don't know, it's all theater. The guy's an actor. Look at his history. You know, he's a comedic actor. I mean, it's a big comedy what we're going through right now, and you just keep funneling money over there. At some point, you know, it's like, I don't want to fund this vaudeville joke. Doesn't play in Peoria. Let's end this crap. But that's where we're at. And I guess people need to wake up to that fact, and this is a good time for people to wake up, because it definitely is a clown situation. And if you can't see it, then you better keep watching and keep using your brain, because that's where we're at. It's clown world. All right, I don't want to be in clown world. I don't want to talk about clown world anymore. I want to talk about real things. I want to be around real people. I want to be around people who believe in freedom, who believe in sound money and protecting their energy and using sound money that can't be confiscated. That's why I go to these meetups. I hope you can go to this meetup on Friday, the 30th. Details, roadtoroota.com. I got a link below in the description. Come check it out. I'd love to meet you. Let's download a wallet. Let's get you some sound money for the digital age. Let's get you some Litecoin. Take possession of it. It's very important right now. All right, I've rambled enough. The cigar keeps going out. I hope to see you at the meetup. And above all, you know, like I always say, in the midst of all this madness, this craziness, this clowniness, it's just important to kind of shut it off, look inside and trust yourself, because you really do know the truth. You know what is best for you and your family. You know, don't live with regret not having made a decision that you knew was right. You know what's right. Make the decision. Trust your gut. Trust your instincts. Trust yourself. All right? All right. Love you all. Thanks for watching, and hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see you at the meetup. Love you all.